What are nouns? If I ask you in general, what are nouns?
Naming words.
Naming words.
Ma'am.
Yes. Yes, Andrew.
So noun means name, place, animal, thing.
Yes. Name, place, animal thing. Do you know the game that we play, name, place, animal thing?
Yes, I've heard of it, but I don't actually know what.
Okay. We say alphabets. One person says alphabets, and the other people have to write down a name, a place, an animal, and a thing starting from that alphabet. Who writes
Yes.
first? Okay, the person who completes it first wins. So that is the game also. Name, place, animal, things. So nouns are names, places, animals, or things. Names of all of these things. Okay. Now, let's read it. Nouns are a part of speech that comprise words that are used to name people, places, animals, objects, and ideas. Almost every sentence will definitely have a noun, and they perform different roles in a sentence. Nouns can act as the subject, as an indirect object, as a direct object, a subject complement, and an object complement. Can also function as adjectives and verbs. We will see all of it. Okay, we will see all of it. Let's take a look at some examples of nouns. People, names of people, such as Rahul, Sheila, okay, man, person, Tommy, women, girl, okay. Nouns can also be things to describe somebody, like a man or a girl, okay. Those can also be considered nouns. Then we have places such as Bangalore, India, Mexico, North Pole, South Africa. Okay. You people, we have Mumbai, then we have Bangalore, and what's Miraculous? I forgot. Um,
Ludhiana.
Ludhiana. Yeah, Ludhiana. So all of these are nouns. Mine is Rajasthan. Okay, all of these are nouns. Then
Ma'am,
animals. Yes, Andrew.
ma'am, Hardik sir is a noun.
Yes. All the names are nouns. The names of you people, all of y'all, mine, Hardik sirs,
Even
all of
NXT classes is a noun.
yes, NXT classes is a noun because it is noun of a place. Okay. Now, animals, lion, zebra, snake, ostrich, flamingo, bear, cat, fish, shark are all nouns.
Ma'am,
Yes,
the cute cat. Cute is an adjective and a cat is a noun. So the word cute describes the word cat. Cute is an adjective. It describes the noun.
it describes a noun. Yes. So the cats among us, the cats in our classes, we have Oreo, Milo, and Lucy
Who's
are all nouns.
Lucy? Who's Lucy?
Lucy is my cat.
Oh.
Okay. So these names of our pets, the names of Miraculin's pets. What are the names, Miraculin?
Teddy and Flora.
AD.
Teddy.
Okay. And Flora. Okay. So those are also nouns. Okay. Okay, Maze, what was the name of your dog?
Champ.
Champ.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So that is also noun. Ideas. Okay. Evolution,
Ma'am,
invention, extinction,
what did you say
argument,
first? First, what did you say?
evolution,
No, before that.
ideas.
Oh.
Okay. Ideas means say some invention's name is there. Some invention's name is there. Okay. So that is also a noun.
Ma'am,
Okay. Yes, Andrew.
discovery.
Discovery. Yes. Discovery. Okay. Extinction, argument, destruction. Okay. Names of these things. When names are given to these ideas, they are also nouns. Objects or things such as bat, cycle, curtains, paper, bag, blackboard, cupboard. Okay, nouns. Types of nouns. Now, nouns is a broad category, and we have different categories for different things. Okay, first one is proper nouns. Nouns that are used to name a person, place, or thing specifically are called a proper noun. Okay, means your name's my name. Okay, it is a particular name for a particular person. Okay, you people are students. If I say in general students, it is not a proper noun. But if I say Amaze, Edric, Macon, and Miraculin, these are all proper nouns because it is a specific name for you people. Okay, specific name for a specific person. So they are proper nouns.
Ma'am,
They always begin with a capital letter. Yes, Edric.
ma'am, I was about to say that.
Yeah. Yes. So they always begin with a capital letter. Examples are my name is Rose. Rose is name of a particular person. This is my dog Bruno. Bruno is the name of the dog. The names of our dogs and cats are also uh, this proper nouns. Okay, David came back from Minsk, name of a specific place. Louis Philippe is a famous brand of men's clothing. Name of a particular clothing brand, a particular something, a particular name of something are proper nouns. Then we have common nouns. Common nouns means that those nouns that refer to a generic item, group, or place, like an item, group, or place in general. That means that, unlike proper nouns, they are not used to identify specific people, places, or objects. Common nouns are not capitalized unless they appear at the beginning of a sentence. We do not use capital letters with this until we are until it is at the starting of the sentence. Okay, we start the sentences with a capital letter. Okay, now if I say dog, okay, only dog, okay, or if I say any like pen, okay, I say cello, then it becomes a proper noun, but I say pen, common noun, okay, because I do not know which brand it is. In general, pen can be any pen, okay, pen can be any pen. Okay, I'm going to school. Okay, school can be any school, common place. Okay, if it comes to school name, okay, I I went to Sophia school. Okay, so I went to Sophia school. So Sophia is proper noun. I went to school, common noun. Then only 10 employees showed up to work today, common group. Okay, 10 employees or group of birds. Okay, birds, sheep. Okay, so these are all common nouns. Okay, the car is out of fuel, common items. Then comes singular nouns. These are words that are used to name a single person, place, animal, bird, or object. Okay, only one person, singular. Okay, there is a little boy in front of our house, single person. That is my daughter, single person. I found a wounded sparrow in the bush, single bird. Okay, and a red van has been following us for a long time, single object. Okay, there are boys playing in front of a house, not single, boys, group. Okay, more than one, so that comes under plural. But if one person, one object, one thing we are talking about, those are singular nouns. Plural nouns. Plural nouns refer to a number of people, places, animals, or things. Nouns are made plural by adding an s or es or ies or des to the existing root word. Nouns that end with an s remains the same. Some nouns remain the same in both their singular and plural forms, and others have totally different spelling. Okay. Yes, Andrew.
Okay, so if it ends in I or Y, we remove that and add IES. If it ends in F or FE, we remove that and it ends in VES.
Yes, Edric, correct. If there is an F or FE, it ends in VES, like knife, okay, FE. We remove the FE, and when we talk about many knives, it becomes knives, VES. Okay. Then some words are there which are the same, nothing is added or removed in their singular form also, in the plural form also, like deer and sheep. Okay, we don't say sheeps, okay, sheeps or sheepes. Okay,
Ma'am,
no, sheep or group of sheep. Yes, Andrew.
ma'am, fish, then aircraft.
Aircraft. I'm not sure about aircraft. Okay, but fish, sheep, deer. Okay, these are the words that are same in singular form also and plural form also. Okay, examples. I need some apples. Can you find the boxes you were looking for? I brought mangoes from the market. We took photos of some deer on our way. Okay, a group of deer on our way. Then we have next one is countable nouns. Countable nouns are those nouns that can be counted or measured. Okay, that can be counted means talks about a quantity. Like Tom brought 10 packets of Lays for the trip. How many packets? 10. Okay, so we can measure it. It is in a quantity. So they are countable nouns. Mom asked me to buy a dozen eggs. How many are there in a dozen? How
Ma'am,
many of
12.
some?
I'm 12.
Yes, 12. Okay. A dozen means
Ma'am,
12. Yes, Hedrick.
baker's dozen. I've heard a thing called baker's dozen. And baker's dozen means 13.
Baker's dozen means
Like,
13.
like in the older times, only the older times, the bakers used this much as their dozen. They thought the bakers used this much as dozen. They used 13 as a dozen instead of 12.
Yeah, 13 as a dozen. I saw an aeroplane around 7 in the morning. Okay. An means one. Okay. An apple, an aeroplane, one. Okay. One quantity. Specific and means one. Uncountable nouns are those which we cannot count. Okay. Uncountable nouns are those nouns that cannot be counted. This category includes both concrete and abstract nouns. Okay. Means facts and ideas. Okay. Facts and ideas. Something concrete and something abstract. Okay. Means factual and based on ideas also and facts also. But both cannot be counted. Like I have a lot of homework to do. A lot of. If you're not defining that I have 1 page to write, 2 page to write, I have 10 pages to write. If I say I have 10 pages homework, it will be countable. If I just say I have a lot of homework, uncountable. Okay?
Ma'am,
Yes.
and today Hardik sir gave me 8 questions to do. Too much.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, we can.
so that 8 questions is countable, but here he didn't specify the number of questions. Here he just says a lot. They didn't specify the number of questions.
Yeah. 8 questions is countable now. A lot of, if Edric says to me that he's got a lot of homework to do, then it is uncountable, non-specific. I have a cup of tea. Okay. So you can count 1 cup. I had 1 cup of tea. Okay, I had 2 cups of tea. Countable. Okay, but can you measure the tea actually? Okay. No, you cannot actually measure the tea. We can
So
measure
you can't say like
cups.
I had a cup of 2 teas. I had a cup of 3 teas. I had a cup of 4 teas.
Yes. Okay.
Teas,
Countable.
the
But
word tea. Like
But the tea cannot be counted. Okay, the tea actually cannot be counted. We are facing terrible weather today. Okay, how terrible can you measure? If it is not mentioned, how terrible, it becomes uncountable.
um,
Okay, yes, Andrew.
so terrible. Then
Then also uncountable. So how? Like how much terrible? Okay, if I say um that place or say any place Uttarakhand had a very bad earthquake. Okay. So can you like count a very bad word? No. Okay.
Ma'am,
So uncountable. Yes, Cedric.
ma'am, but I've heard this like recently one earthquake happened in like Afghanistan or something. Like the magnitude was like 6.0.
Yes. So when magnitude is given, if magnitude 6.0, magnitude 8, 7.5, then you can it becomes countable. How
Ma'am,
bad you can say? Yes, Andrew.
ma'am, and I've heard that the earthquake killed like 800 people.
100 people. Yes. 600 6 magnitude earthquake it was and it killed around 800 people. That is true. Very recent. Okay. Very recent earthquake. So that is about uncountable nouns. Next, we have collective nouns. A collective noun is a naming word that is used to denote a group of objects, animals, or people. Collective means, a group. So, a pride of lions, a flock of sheep, a swarm of bees, a herd of elephants. Okay. Then, this is animals. Okay. Animals. So, we have, when we are talking about the group, okay, collectively, a group of animals, a group of people, a group of objects. That is when it is a collective noun. Group of people, a band of musicians, okay, a board of directors, a crew of sailors, a company of actors, a class of students, okay. And you're talking about people collectively, okay. Then objects or things. Pair of shoes, a chain of mountains, a fleet of ships, a bunch of grapes. Okay, one grape and a bunch of grapes. Okay. One mountain, a chain of mountains means mountain, 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 mountain. So that
Ma'am,
is collective.
mostly it's
Yes,
called a range of mountains.
a range of mountains. Yes, mostly it's called a range of mountains. Correct, Hedrick.
Like the
True.
Aravalli range, the Vindhya range, the Satpura range, the Himalayas range.
Yes. Yes. When we have
Hmm.
collectively, when we're talking about mountains or a lot of mountains, we call them range. True. Okay. Now, concrete nouns. A concrete noun refers to objects that are material and can be perceived by the human sense. Okay. Materials and that can be perceived by the human senses means the book is on the table. Okay. I had a cup of coffee.
Ma'am,
Sharon opened the windows. Hardy goes to school by bus. Yes, Edric?
okay. So like for example, the book is on the table. You can see the book, you can touch the book, and you can mm, you can see the book and you can touch the book. Table also. You can see the table, you can touch the table.
Yes, Edric. Yes. Okay. So the concrete nouns are things that we can perceive by, I have to do, perceived by the human senses. Okay. What are the senses? The senses are sight, smell, touch, taste,
And hearing.
and hearing. These are the five senses, five human senses. Okay. Sight, smell, touch, taste, and hearing. Okay. When we can identify things, okay,
By,
using these
by at
senses.
least any one of these senses, but at least one of these senses has to.
Yes, at least one of these senses. When we can identify things by at least one of these senses, they are called concrete, okay, actual. And also these concrete nouns are often tangible. What is tangible? Tangible means things that you can touch and feel, like the things that you can touch. Okay, those are tangible. Concrete nouns are tangible and they can be identified by our human senses, these five senses. Okay, for example, the book is on the table. The book, okay, is on the table. Book and table you can see, you can touch. Okay. I had a cup of coffee. Coffee can also be seen, touched, smelled. Sharon opened the windows. Windows can also be touched. Okay, sight is there. Hardy goes to school by bus. Bus can also be heard. Okay, seen, touched. So these are the things that are concrete in nature. These are concrete nouns. Understood the meaning of concrete nouns?
At least any one of these senses.
Yes. Understood or not, all of you?
Yep.
Okay. Abstract nouns. An entity that cannot be perceived by the five senses are called an abstract noun. Okay, that cannot be perceived by the five senses are abstract nouns. Okay, we have cannot be perceived. We cannot see or touch them. Okay, smell, hear them, feel them. Okay, they are
Feel them,
intangible.
maybe, but
Yeah,
we can't
yeah,
touch them.
yes, we can feel them, but we cannot see them, smell them, hear them, touch them, or taste them. Okay, feel them, yes, but not by hand. Okay, not by hand, like not physically feel them.
Not touch it.
Yeah, not touch it, but mentally you can feel them. When we talk about abstract noun, under abstract noun, we have concepts, ideas, feelings, or qualities that can be perceived by our mind. Okay, that can be perceived by mind or senses, such as love, honesty, and courage. Okay, so these are like feelings, mostly feelings, emotions. Okay, emotions, concepts, ideas. Okay, that we cannot like identify them using physical senses. Okay, such as love, honesty, courage, and freedom. Love is a strong emotion, abstract. Honesty is abstract noun. Courage is also abstract noun, and freedom is also abstract noun. Understood the difference between concrete and abstract? Concrete are the things that we can touch, okay, that we can hear, smell, and see and taste. Whereas, and that we can, like, it is visible to our eyes, but abstract, they are not visible actually. Okay, they have to do with our concepts, ideas, feelings, qualities, emotions. Those are all abstract nouns. Okay, now, so these are the types of nouns. Okay, all the types of nouns that are there. Now, nouns used as different components of a sentence. We have nouns that are used as subject and nouns used as an object. What is a subject and an object? Can anybody tell me what is a subject and an object?
Ma'am.
Edric?
Okay. So when the sentence, no, most of the sentences, it starts with a noun that is called subject.
Yes.
But later there might be another noun. So that noun is called object. Like for example, in the first sentence, it's saying that Bruno went to the playground. So Bruno is the subject and the playground is the object.
Yes, Edric. Yes, that is correct. Okay. A noun that mostly appears at the beginning of a sentence is used as the subject. It's called the subject. Okay, when a sentence is starting with a noun, it may be a name of a place, a person, an object, or anything. But the thing talked about first is your subject, and the subsequent noun that comes after in the sentence, another name, another place, okay, or a common thing. or a common noun, okay, that will be your subject. For example, Bruno went to the playground. Bruno is the subject. The teacher asked the students to submit their assignments. Okay. The teacher is the subject. The elephant was rescued safely after 10 long hours. Elephant is the subject. Objects. When nouns are used as objects, they appear in the latter part of a sentence. And it can be identified by asking the question, what? Okay. Okay, what's the meaning? If the first one says that it can be identified by asking the question who? Who went to the playground? Who asked the questions? Who was rescued? Okay. So when who is asked, when the question who is asked, you start with the first name. So that first name is your subject. Look at these sentences. They like they are the answer to the question what? Like what did you brought? What did you buy? I bought a pen. Okay. So second one is where is your book? And third one is what did you like did you find today's newspaper? I
Ma'am,
cannot find newspaper. Yes, Edred.
so can it be identified by only asking the question what, or can we identify like where, when?
No, not only what. It can be identified with other sentence, other WH words also.
Where, when, how, why?
Yes, it can be identified with those also. But what is an object? The main thing you have to focus on is it's the latter part of the um sentence. Okay. I bought a pen. I is what? Subject. Okay. Because it's the first noun coming in the sentence. So I will be your subject. Pen is coming after, like the second noun in the sentence. So pen is your object. Similarly, in the second and third one, second one, your is the first noun. Okay. It can be your subject, and book is the second noun, your object. Third sentence, I is your subject, and today's newspaper is object.
Ma'am,
Okay. Yes, Edward.
ma'am, but in active and passive voice, the subject and the object will change. For example, in active voice, it's saying that I bought a pen. But
Mhm.
in passive voice, it will say a pen was bought by me.
Mhm.
So the
Yeah.
pen will be the subject and me will be the object.
Yes. When we
In active
reverse,
and passive voice, it changes.
yes, in active and passive voice, the places of subject and object changes. Okay. Okay. Now, nouns when used as a direct object. You can identify a noun used as a direct object by asking the question what? Okay. What did you love? I loved my dress. What did you want? What do you want? A lollipop. Okay, I want a lollipop. Direct object. Okay, means it will be the direct question to the answer, the direct answer to the question that is being asked. Okay, and that answer will come in the latter part, so it directly becomes an object. Understood? Nothing complicated in it. Okay, it's just saying that when you ask a question and an answer is given, okay, so that answer, when it comes at the end of the sentence, that is your object. So nouns is used as a direct object. It directly becomes an object, the noun, second
Ma'am.
noun. Okay? Yes, Edric.
And the first one is saying that do you. So that means the you will be the subject. You will be the subject.
You will be the subject, Edric. Okay? You will be the subject, and lollipop is your object, and object is your answer. Object is the direct answer to your question. You is not the answer. Okay.
Huh?
Object is the correct answer to the question. Do you want a lollipop? Yes.
And the second one is the, yeah, when second one, I is the subject and dress is the object. Yes.
Object. Yes. I is the subject and dress is the object. Nouns used as indirect object. You can ask the question for whom to identify a noun used as an indirect object. Okay. Indirect object means for another person, not directly somebody, but for somebody else. Like Dan bought his sister a Mini Cooper. Okay. From whom did you buy a Mini Cooper? His sister. Okay. He's not buying it for himself, or it's not talking about Dan himself. Okay. When the sentence isn't talking about the subject himself, but somebody else, okay, that becomes indirect object. Object is not related to the subject himself, but it is indirectly related to the subject. Okay. In the first case, lollipop is related to the person to whom is it is asked. The question is being asked, do you want a lollipop? You. Okay, and I loved my dress. I loved my dress. I loved her dress. I loved my dress. So, about the subject only. Direct object. Okay. Dress is a direct object of me. Okay. And the subject. And dress is the direct object. Myself, my dress. Then, but in the case of indirect objects, the subject talks about somebody else, okay? Like Dan bought his sister a Mini Cooper. Megha baked Julie a cake. Megha baked herself a cake, direct object. Megha baked Julie a cake, somebody else. Subject is doing something for somebody else. Object is somebody else, so indirect object. Understood the difference? Yes, understood the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
In the middle of a sentence, it might come another object.
Yes, yes. In the middle of subject, another object can come. Yes, Hedrick, possible. Okay. Okay. Nouns used as a complement. When noun is used to modify or describe another noun, it acts as a complement. Okay. When a noun is used to modify or describe another noun, it acts as a complement. Okay. And nouns used as a subject complement. Okay, before that, can you give me an example for noun that is used as a complement?
Can you repeat that question, ma'am?
Yes. Can you give me an example of a noun which is used as a complement? A noun that describes another noun or
Ma'am,
modifies another noun. Yes,
ma'am,
Andrew.
ma'am, like we can say like the grass is green.
Yes, yes.
So the word green, so green is the complement.
Green is the complement. Correct, Andrew. Okay. The grass is green. Okay. It is a compliment. It is buying the grass. Can you please?
Ma'am,
Yes, Miracle.
can I say a sentence?
Yes, Platinum, say.
Uh, uh, I like biryani. So biryani will be will be a compliment now.
I like biryani. Okay. But like word is not completely modifying or describing biryani. Okay, it is describing the feelings of you, the subject. Okay. Your feelings. But compliment describes the feeling of the object. Okay. Like
Okay,
I
like
like biryani.
like yeah.
Spicy. Okay. Yeah, you say Miracle. You're saying something.
I like biryani and it is very tasty. So tasty will be a
Can be
compliment.
a compliment. Yes, it can be a compliment. Okay. It can be a compliment. Now use as a subject complement. Professions and positions can the role of complement. Professions and positions can perform the role of a subject complement. Okay. What are professions and positions? Professions and positions refer to the work you're doing, okay, a job, a degree, okay, a position, like a like job, engineer, teacher, or a doctor. Position, prime minister, chief minister, okay, class president. These are all positions. Okay. Now they can perform the role of a subject complement. Okay. They can also become the complement of the subject. My brother is an engineer. Okay. What is the subject in the sentence? Brother. Okay. My brother. One second. Yeah. So my brother is the subject. Okay. And engineer is telling something about the subject. Okay. It is telling something about the subject. So engineer word becomes the complement for the subject, my brother, which is my brother. Okay. Which is my brother. Understood now? Similarly, in the second sentence, Jawaharlal Nehru is the first Prime Minister of India. Jawaharlal Nehru is the subject. Jawaharlal Nehru is the subject, and Prime Minister, it's telling something about Jawaharlal Nehru. Who was Prime Minister? Okay, describing Jawaharlal Nehru. So Prime Minister word becomes complement. Okay, Prime Minister word becomes complement because he is describing who Jawaharlal Nehru is. Who is the subject? Jawaharlal Nehru is the subject. Okay, and Prime Minister word is describing our subject. So nouns can also be used as subject complement when they are positions and professions. Okay. Okay. Understood now? Okay. Okay, from nouns used as object complement, we will do tomorrow. And tomorrow, I'll do exercises with you from nouns, types of nouns. Okay. Once we finish with this portion, okay, it's still here. Once we finish with this portion, we will do types of nouns exercises. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Okay then. That's all for today. See you all tomorrow. Bye.
Well, ma'am, thank you.
Bye.